Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time once again for some more Wizardry 8. Now, I needed a little bit of a break from Lost Eidolons and I didn't particularly fancy some more King Arthur Knight's Tale. Sorry, I heard the door closing behind us and thought that was very sudden. So I thought I'd play some more of this. There's a few new games I might want to play sometime soon. And okay, the droids are coming.
Spotted a wild one.
So,
Let battle begin.
I thought it was high time I dived into the little Rescue for Profit mission that Miles mentioned to us in a recent episode. Now, it's mostly about the rescue, but it's all about the profit for Miles, really. Let's try to hit these raiders with some sleep spells.
With pleasure.
Because there's quite a lot of them.
Understood.
Also, as my spellcasters have multiple sources of magical energy, I need to spread their spending so that they will recover quicker and still have power left when we get to the ship. Also, if those Savant guards come over here, this fight's going to get much more intense. Ah, good. The Higadi Lunar Legion are rushing to our aid. They're basically the police. Hence the maces. Which actually is interesting, because the mace that had police truncheon as a weapon and sign of authority goes back to the judge's gavel and the royal mace or rod, which in turn goes back to Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, which was used, people would swear oaths upon it, they would have marriages on it, both touching a ceremonial copy of the hammer and so on, Very, it's interesting where all these things come from.
Quee-poo.
Oh, excellent stuff. Now, let's see. Is he running away? He's running away! He's brave Sir Robining it. Did we actually get... No, we got 5 asleep. Okay. And of course woke one up rather quickly. No, he's still asleep. Alright, he'll be coming in to fight soon enough.
More already?
Oh, they're coming. This is going to be a big one. Right. Now, I would like to cast some spells like Enchanted Blade and Bless. It might be nicer to wait the extra round for allies to come into range, especially as most of these are sleeping. So then...
Understood.
And while the androids probably don't have a brain,
With pleasure.
these Higadi certainly do. The fact there's a lot of NPCs moving around who aren't on the enemy list because they are our allies does mean the round's going to be moving a bit slower than we would initially think. If we just go watch over here, we can see them moving a lot to support us. Excellent, he'll be in range for the Bless spell, which isn't going off this round just yet. It's also possible some of the... Yeah, it looks like one or more of the monks from the temple over there are getting involved as well. It's a grand melee. It's 2 damage. Okay, she's still practicing. Now, if that one runs away, that's totally fine. This fight's big enough. It's hardly story or plot centered. This priest may be on his own. Now we're just gonna take that. So I believe the plan is to deal with this as quickly as we can, and then when the Samant guards come around the corner, we will then have Tim blasting them with lightning.
With pleasure.
We also have enough allies nearby now that this
Understood.
feels like a worthwhile investment. Oh yeah. Now that music there would be like alarm-like shrieks. That's telling us this is a very hard fight. It doesn't look it. These guys are only like level 5. But these are not the major threat here. Oh no. The major threat was outside the inn window when we were sleeping. Now this is a narrow aperture for firing. We want to be careful we don't hit either of these guards too much. Now we don't really want to drag these into the ship with us when we go in there, because it's a constricted space and having lots of NPCs hanging around trying to get their blows in will be tedious. Okay, this is good. They're guarding our flank here, which is excellent. Oh, yes, I think the priest is not alone. I see a second. Oh no, is he gonna... Oh, what's he doing? The fool! He's gonna die! Oh, mate. I did warn you. Oh. Yeah, he's dead now. I'm going to suggest we leave these raiders and attend administrations of the guards and head over towards that unprotected priest. Because they'll just get in the way. I see enemies. I see running in my future. Yeah, you come back and fight, pal. We don't mind. Oh, what? Treats? Why? He's not particularly threatened. He had a bad lunch earlier today. He decided not to help his brothers in arms.
Look, it might kill us.
Actually, it really might. Those Samant guards are no joke at this point. That one's a problem if we want to be over there. So over there we shall go. He's knocked it unconscious. Which is quite impressive for a machine. Right, we gotcha now.
What is that
now,
beast?
He's here. Oh, that reminds me of a song, but yeah. He is here, she is there. It's like a pilgrim song. Anyway. let's get those hits in for no damage. Sure, because that really... We definitely need to be increasing our offensive skills. Especially if we're going to be encountering these individuals more often. Alright. How about some whipping rocks? Oh, excellent. It's just not going to hit him at all? Well then, let's... that one's probably going to move. But if we go like this, and hope to catch them before they all lap around here, because they may... Right. Get that lightning rod going. Yes, that's going to be coming in.
With pleasure.
Fine, let's make sure we get his attention. And then... Bit of energy. That seems to disrupt
With
his
pleasure.
wishes.
With
Quite often.
pleasure.
Excellent. Let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, hey Miles. Shoot.
Taken care of.
These monks, as you can tell, very AD&D first edition monks, which means they're fucking ninjas. And not monks at all. Oh, you came to play as well. Excellent. And he's getting back in there after all. His moment of cowardice at an end. Hopefully. Oh, you what? That's created a problem. In fact, we almost want to turn the party round. Or move forwards. I think moving forwards is a slightly better option. Excellent, we've got the rocks in there for a bit of damage. I'll check his health at the end of it. You absolute kid, turning around and throwing knives at them. Get him for that. Alright. He is doing very well. I think we'll just
With pleasure.
turn around. In which case, sure.
With
A
pleasure.
little bit of acid. Yeah,
With
he'll do.
pleasure.
And yeah, why not do it again? Because I need to. Oh yeah, I'll go
Understood.
free. Sod it.
Understood.
Look, he's likely to be liable to run away while blinded, but at least we set the initial target in case he doesn't. He may feel safe enough there, confused by the wall, to not retreat anywhere. And it looks like that monk behind us is going to last another turn or two, so we can turn around to tackle these two. You notice the music's calmed down a lot as well now that we've, as a group, removed 4 of the raiders from the fray. Also, these guards will be heading back over here pretty damn soon. I wonder if we can heal them. That's an interesting thought. Ah. Okay, new plan. We don't turn around. And he's out of range, so we've retargeted. Excellent job. come to our aid. Alright, let's sure.
Understood. Understood.
I'm going to throw in a stamina spell here. Go for a level 2.
With pleasure.
And we're going to blast neither of those because they're pretty much dead. But we're going to get some damage on
With
that one.
pleasure.
I'd love to... No.
With pleasure.
That's more like it. I saw the damage marks on him and knew what to do. I'd love to get the one who's unconscious directly behind the monk, but I can't really click on him at the moment. Yeah, it's kind of honest. 66? Right, we'll look into healing him soon if we can. Lovely, that'll be mostly... We need to work on his stamina when he levels next. Okay, the guard really well. Nice. That is something annoyingly just that little bit. Oh, it's the tip of his mace. It's not an object we can pick up. Ugh. Okay. Let's go for a little bit of fire.
Understood. Understood.
And a little bit of brain attack.
With pleasure. With pleasure.
Excellent. I mean, that's pretty much over behind us there, so it's more about what's going on in front of this one. And the one who is blinded may not return. Oh no, it looks like it. Oh no. It's yep, he's coming back. Great. So after this tussle, our characters are feeling fairly confident to continue with the rest of the mission. He went insane! These robots can go mad! As well as being knocked out. So there's definitely some kind of living component to these androids, a bit like Robocop. They aren't just cold calculating machines. Right. That 17. Yeah, sure. Look, what I'm going to do. So defending, I believe, helps regenerate stamina. But let's go a little bit further than just defending.
With pleasure.
Taken care of.
We can throw out a little healing as well, can't we? Or at least we can try. Who else? Not sure anyone else needs it. Okay, no. Let's get that practice in. 2 whole points of healing required. You may succeed. So for now we're just kind of waiting out the rest of the fight and working on our recovery. That raider's so far gone he won't be a part of this fight anytime soon. The second Seventh Guard, likewise, so it may end when this one is dealt a final blow. And there's so many allies here, we don't need to worry too much about it. It's probably going to end at the end of this round with our attempted spellcasting. Now Miles isn't too comfortable being around so many members of the Higardian Legion. He thinks they might arrest him on suspicion based on the fact that he's got a lengthy criminal record and they've seen him enough times down the nick before. Panopticon indeed. Excellent. Oh, yeah, keep whacking it, by all means.
An extraordinary triumph.
I think you best be treating me with a little more respect.
I think that's not a bad idea.
Aptitude increases.
Some skills increased, and what's this? Copper gloves, you say? Well now. 8 on the hands, Fighter, Lord, Valkyrie, right? Average 7, average 7. She has the Valkyrie's death ability, so let's get him some armor. Also, he's got the greater carrying capacity. We have some leveling to do, don't we? Yes, we do. So this is our first time leveling Miles, and I'm seeing a big disparity between his strength and vitality. I'm also seeing a great disparity between his dexterity and speed. Also his intelligence, piety are both abysmally low. Let's put a point in there. Point in speed. Do we want to push for 100 dexterity? We might actually. If I support these 3 this level, and then next level start pushing dexterity hard. And what we could do is take this point out of senses, put it in there, and build this up more slowly. Right, we want his locks and traps skill to be the best in the party, because it's obviously what he does best. Stealth. A character's ability to conceal himself from his opponents and avoid their physical attacks, giving him a bonus to his armor class and making him virtually invisible in hand-to-hand combat. So I don't know if the virtually invisible is just the armor class bonus, or if it actually affects enemies' targeting priorities as well and makes him less likely to be struck at all. You know, less likely to have weapons, you know, swung in his direction. Let's go bow, sword, stealth, put an extra point in there, bit of ranged combat because he's been doing some of that recently, and you know what, he does like his items, doesn't he? But he also likes to try and weasel his way out of situations, so we'll put a point in communication for now, because why not?
Found something.
You certainly did. What's 2K found? A poignard. So a poignard is a dagger that is basically like a rapier. It should have a rapier cup grip and a round blade similar to a fencing foil. It's different to a rondel dagger. Rondel dagger doesn't actually have a round blade. It's more of a hilt. Let's find some more arrows for 2K. He's running a bit low there. Don't worry, nature's about to level. What else did we find here? Oh yes, poignard is an offhand dagger. And we do want to work on his defense as well. So let's just top up everyone's ranged ammunition. Except for the sling users, because we got rocks over here. And yes, I'm aware encumbrance is becoming an issue for Tim. We're working on it. 82, 68, sure. Right. We absolutely want a level for our wizards, so Nate, the ever faithful, will put a point into his piety. Tempted to put 2 in. Put a bit in speed as well, to make up for the fact that he's been a bit of a lumbering slowpoke. And yeah, let's say he is a bit more alert because of his, some keen senses there. Now, new spells. Fireball, I see. And like whipping rocks, this spell will only strike and burn enemies. Yes. Burn opponents within the range. That is a nice fun one to get hold of, but look at all these air spells. We've only got sleep and missile shield. It would be nice to get some kind of shrill sound. It's a cone again. Would be nice to work on... we don't have a mind spell. So we got terror. Enemy group, excellent. And detect secrets. I think we should definitely grab that this time round. Which means need a bit more mental magic. We'll get a little more wizardry. Let's see, we get a little more water. Okay, just try and up everything. So, 4 points left. Let's give him a point in artifacts, a point in mythology. He does sound ever so polite, Nage. And then Earth or Divine. We do like casting that enchanted weapons spell. There we go. And here we are in the vessel. What am I doing? I have a new spell to play with. Oh, level 2? Excellent. So that goes up here, and it just helps us find things. Wow, it doesn't even... There we go. Detect secrets, power 2, 5 times remaining. That is kind of short, so we'll have to work... There's something on the floor over here. Nate takes damaged black box. This is the battered remains of a flight recorder black box. They are damaged beyond repair. That's unfortunate. It would be nice to get some information out of that. Maybe Tim can create some kind of gadget out of that to gather information, to like splash out information. Leather leggings 5. We can definitely make some use out of them, can't we? Leather. Okay. Who else could benefit from these? Suede trousers? Yeah, we got people who could... I have a feeling that what's going to happen is that Gunhild is going to put these on, and then those will go to Nate, as they can actually be worn by him. Or Tim, for that matter. Oh, wow. Tim can wear these? Yes, let's... The encumbrance is reducing his armor class, so let's bump it up a bit, especially as he's sitting on a flank now. And we will open this door and continue our rescue mission.
A fight! I'm with you.
I see a thing on the floor spinning round. That's always a good sign. And there's a woman called Vi Domina. This is apparently the good-looking woman we've been sent to rescue. She appears to have some kind of eyepiece on, like a monocle or something. A mechanical monocle, in fact. And I can tell you that she is a character from the previous 1 or 2 games in the series, which I have not played. But she's apparently an important character in the plot of those games. So she is a returning character. In fact, she was the villain of Wizardry 7? Wizardry 6, I want to say, and maybe of 7 as well, as a returning villain. Whipping rocks. Yeah, baby.
Understood.
Let's get that bless spell up.
With pleasure.
Anything else? Absolutely. Lightning Rod.
With pleasure.
Lightning Rod is thankfully
I
not Ruby Rod,
recognise them.
otherwise half the game would just be a black man screaming. Shout out if you got the reference there, it's blatantly obvious. It's basically the film that is what would happen if a stupid French person who was addicted to drugs decided to make their own version of 40k, blatantly ripping off things like the orcs, but with French high fashion. As if it was a comic book. Absolutely mental film. Okay, she received the bless spell, so she's definitely an ally. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, that's a lot of damage. I stand by my words. Right, biggest. We'll go for a level 2
With
heal wound.
pleasure.
She can
Taken care
defend. We'll go with an absolute blast from the past,
With
known as
pleasure.
Vi Domina, who has been smacking stuff with a mace over there. And hey, let's get some nice new spells out. We're not particularly taking missile attacks, and I don't think sleep's going to help us. Detect secrets isn't going to be much use in a fight. Let's just get some damage going.
Understood. Understood.
Look, if this trooper goes down before we cast, we'll just retarget. Yep, we just gotta hope she stays alive. Oh! Now, I'd like to remind you the Valkyrie has the ability to die a second death. That is, the first time she dies, she has a high chance, of regaining an amount of health and going unconscious, and then dying a second time when that health is expended. Or if her stamina's all the way down to nothing when she goes down, then she doesn't get
care of.
anything. Okay, yeah, strike that one. Let's go both ways on that. We do not need to go that high on an
Understood.
energy blast. But he is unconscious,
Understood.
sure.
With pleasure.
Yep, shoot that one. Oh, that one's nice and weak at 20 out of 35. Okay, great. And why aren't you casting a spell? Let's go for a nice big heal wound spell where it's
With
needed.
pleasure.
Lovely. No damage is always a good damage total. Excellent. I mean, we're not so keen on those no damage attacks when we're the ones making them, but hey, live and learn. Now this would be a good situation for Tim to load his bullets, but we don't want to waste a whole turn doing so. We're out of power for healing wounds, but we can start restoring some stamina.
With pleasure.
Can we get... Yeah, we're not the back.
With
Yes, we
pleasure.
can. Excellent. And let's get a whipping rocks spell in there, because they're unlikely to move at the moment, because the one at the back has a target already. And she kicked him! Excellent. And we're probably looking at replenishing some more stamina in the next round or two. Excellent shot there from Miles. So, I do know that Vi Domina is a returning character from the previous game. I don't know if Miles is a returning character from the previous game. Please do let me know in the comment section down below if you're aware of this. Let's just dispatch these two, and hey, you know what? Let's give a little more stamina
With
back.
pleasure.
And you can try a little more healing.
Right there.
Look, it might happen. Now if we go for some frost, level
Understood.
3, back
Understood.
there. Oh, 1 health, yeah. In that case, tone it down to
Understood.
just level 2 spell.
Understood.
In case you do get to retarget to this one. Yes, 7 health back. Oh! Just when we thought she was going to kill Steve. She still could. Excellent.
I'll look around for stuff they dropped.
I hear you.
That's a lot of experience. No levels, but we're going to throw in a healing spell quickly now. Tim likes the look of this thing. What is it? A hinged box. Now, that is one of those things that Tim can use to make a gadget with.
I hear you.
Finally! Oh, thank God it's you, whoever you are. I was expecting the Dark Savant. And no offense, but you look like a bunch of schoolgirls compared to him. His troopers locked me up in here, and I was expecting him any minute. And we've already had one run-in too many. Say, let's get out of here before he comes looking for me. Oh, and I haven't even introduced myself. My name's Vitalia, but you can call me Vi.
Nice money. And 7,000 experience points each. I expect some levels may come out of
I
that.
thought there'd be something more in this for us. Let's take her where she wants to go. Sometimes you have to wait for the payoff, if you know what I mean.
Where did she want to go? Apart from away from here. Dark Savant, Troopers. Get out of here. Okay. Now, her voice rather strongly reminds me of the original actress who played Trisha McMillan, that's Trillian, in The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. No, not the recent film, not the TV series, the original radio series from the 1980s, all 12 episodes of it, before it then became books, and then the books became a TV series, and then became more books, and then the books became a film, and then the BBC did the radio series of the remaining 4 books that they should have probably done years ago, eventually. Using as much of the original cast as they could, actually. I think one of the original cast was dead, and it wasn't the book. And also, interestingly, when they did the recent film of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which was blatantly just The League of Gentlemen does Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, they cast Alan Rickman as the voice of Marvin the Paranoid Android. And, what's his name? The most famous dwarf actor in the world. No, not Peter Dinklage, the other one. As the body of Marvin the Paranoid Android. And, they could have used the original Stephen Moore. He's still around, or he was at least until a few years ago. He got a cameo in his original robot suit from the first film. Like, one of them waved at him and he waved back in a waiting room when they were waiting to go somewhere. I'm not sure if it was him in the suit, but it was the original suit. Let's talk to her and see what she wants to talk about.
If you don't know who he is, you will soon enough. I met him when I was young, barely 20. He was visiting Dominus on some diplomatic mission, or so he said. He was nice, interesting in a fatherly sort of way. He asked me if I wanted to take a ride, tour the galaxy in style, and I thought, what's the harm? It took me almost 7 years to get back home. The longest 7 years of my life. The fallout wasn't pretty. I mean, look what it did to my eye. What was my eye. Now he's back on Dominus, and who knows what he wants.
I think this is a little in-joke here. So she literally met the Dark Savant and he took her on a Hitchhiker's Guided tour around the galaxy. They toured the galaxy in style, and I think the 7 years might be a reference to how long they spent making this game, because the development of this game was long and slow. It was dogged with many problems, and we didn't even know if it was going to come out eventually. I started following the development of this game probably like maybe a year or two into its development, and it was rough, you know. But I still think what they've done with this conversation system is really interesting. So let's ask about her eye. I'm not going to add it as a conversation topic.
I really don't want to talk about it, okay? Leave it alone.
Alright, but let's ask about Dominus. Is that on the... Yes, it is on the list, right.
I could show you around, answer your questions as we go. That might be easier. I mean, it is a big planet.
It is indeed. Let's ask about something else.
Miles? Miles. Who doesn't know Miles?
Now that again leads me to feel that Miles may be a character from a previous game, but I'm just not sure. Anyway, let's bring her along then.
Let's go.
Ha! The better to battle our enemies.
Ah, my talents have been rewarded.
Goodness, those troopers really did a number on me. I was planning to visit some friends before they grabbed me. Maybe we could go together. I was hoping to see Helly at her bar, or Lord Braffett in the temple. I don't care which we go to first.
Why not both? Let's
You bellowed?
indulge in a little magical practice.
I hear you.
Yes?
Now, Vi Domina is a Valkyrie, like Gunhild. Unlike Gunhild, she has a stun mace, and I believe she has some modern weapon training, so if we find any guns that are like fairly normal bog standard guns, different to Tim's Omnigun, we could give one of those to her to practice using it. Her ranged weapon skills aren't good, but her range skill is fairly decent. This is overall my preferred party formation. 3 warriors in the front, 2 ranged support on the sides, 2 squishy casters in the middle, and 1 kind of shooty, close combat-y type mixed person at the back. Now, party formation is likely to change over the course of the game. There are 1 or 2 areas that Miles absolutely will not enter. There may be areas that Vitalia will not enter as well. And there are other party members who would like to join us at some point.
Behold, a creature.
Yeah, look, we'll just go deal with that, okay?
I'll utterly obliterate them.
Yeah, we'll just
Understood.
throw that in there.
With pleasure.
And you, my lady, can absolutely
I'm on it.
heal your companion. Show your gratitude for being rescued. Speaking of gratitude and rescue, and... oh,
With pleasure.
there we go. Now, this is already pre-damaged, isn't it? Yes. Oh, they've still got our enchant weapon spell. Excellent. 32 turns left. Great! There we go. A little bit of... Oh,
I
hey!
just keep getting better and better.
Well, I don't know about that, but that was certainly some self-improvement. Let's enjoy the fruit of our labours. So, vitality is very good for... Oh, let's put that down a bit for the Valkyrie. And a bit there, and a little here. Excellent. Right. Charm is a non-combat spell. Really, 1 enemy attempts to magically influence an NPC to be more friendly towards the party. So, an enemy or just any NPC? Tricky. A light spell. Why not? Get some practice with it. Sure. There's a bit of fire. Let's improve that water. Divine. Remember, yes, polearm is good. Shield is also good. Let's get a little more ranged attack. Throwing and sling, good for everyone. Bit of communication, as she may need to multi-class into the Lord class soon. Do we want 2 Valkyries in the party? I don't know, because Vitalia isn't a guaranteed party fixture.
Yes.
But hey, do we have a shield for her? Got a buckler, at least. We might have something... Nope. Nope, we don't have something better. Okay. 2k, what you got? Let's get that senses up to 70. A little bit of speed. A little more faith could be good. Give him a bit of intelligence. There we go. A new spell. Yeah, let's get some earth magic in there. Why not? And up that scouting. Bit more range combat is great. Throwing and sling, absolutely. Could be incredibly useful. Let's increase his close combat ever so slightly, and what's his water magic spell again? It's stamina. Yes, let's increase that. There we go. And then Leah. Leah is pushing hard for intelligence, isn't she? Let's get her a bit more strength, because it will increase the party's total carrying capacity ever so slightly. And I do mean ever so slightly. A little more speed to be quick on the draw when it comes to spells, bit of piety. Sure, some senses, why not? Oh, that is so much mind magic now. Okay. Blinding Flash, excellent, so she can't go Fireball yet. Paralyze is single target, it's not a group. Cure Lesser Condition seems very good. Drakon Breath. Remember that Drakon was one of the playable races. It was a human creature related to the dragon. But I see a spell here called Identify Item, and I would like to learn it. Identify Item, Priest or Psionic. Okay. So, I'm going to get a few points in here. We need to get that divinity skill up a little. Let's go a little more artifacts, and then a bit in throwing and sling. We're likely to need that at some point. You know what? Sure, point in here as well.
Ready and willing.
What was that sound? Now, there's a building over there we would like to go and investigate eventually. But for now, let's take it relatively easy.
More beasts.
Look, whatever you saw, let's try not to get killed. What's this? This is... Okay, that's not a locked door. Okay, so there's... Hey, Miles.
Yes?
Miles sees box full of valuables.
Booby trapped.
Let's examine the trap. But he's identified it so well. Could be a dagger scatter. Let's just leave it. Let's just be responsible citizens.
Ready and willing.
And, yeah. Leave it at that. Now this,
Suddenly, someone appeared.
Anton the Rapax, is a Rapax. We haven't particularly had much experience of them yet, so maybe we should learn a little more about these horn-headed creatures. But let's get a little more healing first. Oh, sure.
Well, who have we here? The little galactic explorers. Oh yes, I've heard about you. The Rapax expected someone more formidable, actually. I presume you've come to purchase my weapons and armor. Or perhaps you're looking for a custom piece.
Now, he did. This has piqued my interest straight away.
Yes, the custom works are my specialty, but you will find them quite expensive. I could craft for you the Xanarix plate, a steel hide breastplate, or featherweight armor. Or perhaps you prefer a weapon. I have two excellent choices. The Beast Slayer axe or the Ebon staff. Of course, you will need to provide me the necessary ingredients. Upon completion, you may then pay me for my work.
These all sound really good. Let's find out more about these items.
Yes, a wonderful plate, but created only for the little ones. Fairies, you call them. I will require the following items to complete it. A venom crab shell, a skull from a tomb, and silk from a giant spider. Collect these items and give them to me.
Well, fairy plate armor. That's got to be quite impressive. I imagine it's still restricted based on the classes that can wear it. Steelhide breastplate, what about this?
You wish steelhide armor, do you? Yes, I imagine you would. It is the finest leather armor there is. I will require these items to complete it. The hide of a steelhide crocodile, a venom sac from a poison seeker, and lastly, a thorn from an iron weed. Collect these items and give them to me.
Let's check that's been added. That has. And he can also make the featherweight armor, which I believe is heavy armor, but very light.
For the featherweight armor, I require the wings from a tadpole wasp, a single feather from a plumed serpent, and a dodging eye. Bring these to me.
Tell you what, when we were talking about the steelhide armor, and he said, yes, I remember you would. I remembered him saying that exact line many, many years ago. That must have been a rather good piece of equipment. Alright, let's ask about this Beast Slayer axe while we're at it.
For the Beast Slayer, I require a claw from the Piercer Modai, the wide blade of a cleaver, and a single egg from a greater Picus. When you find these, give them to me.
And we're going to ask about the other weapon as well, the Ebon staff, wasn't it?
I have made only one of these before. I will be surprised if you can find what I require. A staff from a wood spirit, an Ebon gem, and mummy dust.
Is mummy dust only in the retro dungeon level? It might be. Alright, well that's plenty of things to be looking out for. Let's also see what he's got for sale, and what we can sell. Okay, a poniard, mangosh, longsword, tarnished sword, a bipenis, which is a kind of Greek two-handed axe, double-bitted, quite probably. That is a nice funky looking item. Lots of damage, but no shield. Battle axe, I mean, hey, what we're using at the moment? Oh, we're mace practicing. We got the cleaver already, so that's all good. How is his mace skill coming up, by the way? 18, we can swap back to axe soon for damage again. So we don't need either of those. Anointed flail. Double damage versus undead. very nice. Bless spell power 4, 8 charges. Well, we wouldn't want to waste all those blessings. But that is a very nice weapon to be considering. Actually, that'd be really nice for a warrior, actually, while he practices his mace skill. A claymore, rapier, enchanted katana. We're not playing any of the oriental classes. Monstrance, which is a priestly staff. Extended. It seems to just be raw combat stats, nothing too special there. Doom darts. 80% chance of hexing the target. Do we have the dart attachment? Blades attachment allows us to use throwing knives. Dart attachment lets us shoot darts. Laser flash unit, blades attachment. Darts, do we have more darts down here? And can we stack these? No, we can't. Okay. Ooh. Oberon's Greaves. I think this item is bard only. It is bard only. Breastplate. Heater shield. I mean, all good stuff. Some bullet stones, so just sling stones. Bassinet. Excellent piece of protective headgear there. Some mail mittens. We can start getting some real armor here, you know. Ooh, looks like Tim could wear those. I think we could over-encumber even more. Solarettes. So those are basically sabatons. Oh, there's some really nice protective gear here. Broadsword, flail, Morningstar. That's a mace. That's not a Morningstar, and you know it. Enchanted mace. Plus 10 mason flail skill. Sounds good. Hammer, shillelagh, bow stick, nodachi. Precision arrows. 2% chance of blind on hit. 2% is very small. Spiked stones. Just more ranged ammunition, which we can just cram in the gun. Helm and coif. So a mail coif with a metal helm on top. You know, all nice stuff. Plate mail upper, plate mail lower. Very different colours. Steel gauntlets, silver solarettes. I mean, there's nice stuff here. Round shield, bronze cuirass, bronze greaves. Studded chausses. Chausses, of course, being French for armoured trousers, like, well, just trousers in a way. Cure gauntlets, so hardened leather. More buskins, wakizashi. So there is a lot of flamberge, which is a oversized two-handed sword with a waving flame-shaped blade. Chamois skirt, skull cap. Magical chainmail. Chausses. 10 fire and 10 water resistance. That's actually very nice. And a helm, a Crusader Great Helm. So this is all really nice stuff. Let's sell off a load of our assorted crap that we don't want. An all pike, let's keep that in case we want her using a polearm for reach purposes. Acid bomb, cherry bomb. Yeah, let's hold on to 10 throwing knives. Okay.
I hear you.
You bellowed?
Okay.
See.
We could give that cherry bomb to Miles.
What now?
Let's hold on to the cleaver and battle axe.
Standing by.
Ready and willing.
Party items then. We can sell these and the sling. Sell the bastard sword and the sandals. Poser's cap, hold on to that. Sell the feathered hat though. More suede trousers. Bearded war axe is 1 to 6 plus 1 initiative. 2 to 8. No, okay, yeah. So we'll sell that. A secondary all pike. Why is that skull cap not in use? Someone could be wearing it. Keep the halberd. I think that was a very nice damage range on it. Hold on for that. Oh, we should identify. Yeah, right. We've got a bullwhip. It's the only one we got. Might as well keep it. Some ninja stars. We can't use any of those. Come on, sell the lot. Oh, we can't. Is there a shift sell? No. I think there is a way of selling bundles of ammunition we're carrying, but I can't remember what it is. Right, let's buy some stuff then. We got a skull cap. We got people who could do with head protection. Shield do for starters. Right. So, armor. Who could really do with lots of protection? Ooh, yeah, we're working on it, okay. I mean, let's just go getting some solid protection, right? Armor? Right. So at 2100, we can't get this. Could get another one of those. Let's see what else we can get. That's 8. That's 6. 21. 18. So this is higher protection. Weighs less. And it's cheaper. Why is that? And if we could get another couple of hundred, we could go all in on this. We could get some solid leg plates for one of our free frontliners there. Bronze greaves, 7, 10. I mean, that's just really tempting, to be honest. 10, hello. So those are 8. We could get some serious hand protection in here. The Great Helm, ridiculously expensive. That's really nice, actually. How's of those? If we could get a couple more hundred, we could upgrade to that. And that's very tempting. 202.
Standing by.
What now?
No, we want all items. There we go. Right. That would do it. As would Proposer's cap, to be honest. Okay, 5% knockout. We can sell that. That's not much. Oh, right.
Until you return, then.
Don't worry, won't be long.
Goodbye.
Ready and willing.
Really? Damn it, I was hoping you'd do that.
You've returned.
I have indeed. Look, we want to sell some stuff. We want to sell this. We want to buy some stuff. We want to buy this.
Until you return, then.
And now let's get some proper armor on the go. So that's 7, 6, 7. Sure. Armor for the warrior. Why not? Lovely job. I saw the average go up. That's 3 on the body, 1 on the average. And then this can be passed on to someone else. That's actually better for her. Interesting. Okay, yep. Can't be worn by him. Can be worn by him, and would be a major upgrade, no doubt. 2 extra points on my body. We'll do it. Right. Might as well sell that. It's not much, but it counts.
Until you return, then.
Now,
Bye!
there is something else we would like to do around here somewhere. Miles would like to visit some of the buildings around town. There's one in particular he would like us to visit, but I can't remember which one it is, so we're just going to go into all of them and hope the Haggardi Lunar Legion don't ask what we're doing visiting someone else's house.
Yes?
Locked.
There we go. Let's go inside.
Look
It's
there.
almost as if the lock wanted... Oh, hello, what's this? Book of Lesser Cures? What of that? You scan the bookshelf but see nothing of interest, apart from the one we discovered. An empty bottle, we can find a use for that. Anything else in here? Right, well... Book of Lesser Cures, sure.
Great!
And can we learn this yet?
Great!
We can! Oh, that's excellent, actually. So now, when we encounter traps, we can have her cast a spell to make it a bit easier for us to deal with them. Oh, hey, there's a room in here as well. We should always explore... Hello.
Standing by.
Why are we not casting Detect Secrets at every opportunity? That's one of those spells we want to have running almost all the time. I say almost.
Locked. Yes?
We don't have the knockpick spell yet, do we? A doll! A doll. Now the time has come for Tim to do something truly awesome. Tim is going to combine 2 items. He's going to combine a doll with a hinged box.
Fantastico!
And he has created a Jack-in-the-Box, which can cast the Terror spell. Gadgeteers have modified this simple toy into a devilish way of distracting the enemy. By adding some suitably amplified sound effects, a Gadgeteer's Jack-in-the-Box can strike terror into a large group of opponents. In extreme cases, opponents may be rendered totally unconscious. It's literally the Terror spell that we have recently been... You know, we didn't learn it, we picked other things. And we're going to have some fun with that. There's nothing here but bound volumes of the Dominus Inquirer. Probably a newspaper, by the sound of it. So that is our first gadget.
Find things!
But hello, what did you find? Looks like arrows. Well, well, well. That's our first craftable gadget that's in the game. Now, you might be thinking, these locks are just a boring waste of time, with these low-level locks are just 2 tumblers. But when they get more tumblers later on, it gets tricky. You scan the bookshelf but see nothing of interest. Shame. Oh!
Standing by.
Ah, and we're out. We're just gonna have to rely on 2K to find things. And his powers of observation may yet assist us. So there's 2 buildings over here. This one doesn't even have a lock. What does she want? Oh, she's just moused over on the party. I see. When we mouse over people, they get a highlight. So there appears to be nothing in here. Some of these buildings have been looted. Some of the people who lived in them just packed up and left. Okay, no, that is the same building. Right. And we want to find a way into... We just bounced off the lamppost there as if it was made... Okay, we are, that building without a door? It's a building without a door. How very strange. This building, have we been inside there? I don't think we have. I think, no, the spaceship went inside there at rather high velocity. What did you see? Was it just the guardsman? Oh, hello.
This is a one-man job.
Speaking of jobs,
With pleasure.
sprinkle some fairy dust. His water skill is so high, we should definitely be getting him a water spell.
Understood.
Right, let's not waste too much magical power at this early stage in the conflict. Especially if the police are going to come over and help us. Oh yeah, you just rush over there and be a primary target. But he didn't block him, so the targeting didn't shift. They need to block line of sight to become a new target. Yeah, keep shooting him. If he doesn't he came closer, we don't need to think about rediverting. Oh, he really came closer. But not quite close enough for weapons. Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and just presume
With pleasure.
that while he may not advance, the rest of them absolutely will.
Understood.
And we're probably going to want to rest after this fight. Or just take it careful as we're exploring. Nice, nice. Just keep up the harassment of the enemies. Right, let's just throw a little
With
harmful
pleasure.
magic there.
Understood.
You know what? Let's have some fun.
With pleasure.
We made a new toy, let's use it. She failed an energy blast. Gotta work on that. One scared, two scared, none insane or unconscious. But we had fun with that. You know what?
With
She could do us
pleasure.
some healing there herself.
Understood.
Oh yeah, they throw stuff. Missile shield should be next. Right. And Vi's like, why aren't we going to any of the places I mentioned? Don't worry, Vi, we'll get back on that soon. Miles just wanted to take us on a guided tour of all of the burglary targets around town. He wanted to show us what shocking security those buildings had and how easy it was to just get inside them. And Vi's like, I don't care, I'm not even aiming this shot. Right, yeah, so, missile shield, right? High level 2.
Understood.
Let's get it going. And you need to practice more energy blasts.
With
Is he in
pleasure.
range? He's in range.
With
Excellent.
pleasure.
Although not for long if he's that scared. Yeah, now he's out of range. I like how the frightened icon is a little scaredy cat on a yellow background as well. So not only is it a scaredy cat, but it's yellow, like yellow bellied. There's a lot of thought and humour gone into those icons, those status icons for this game. Now there is a building around here that I don't want to visit just yet, but I do want to visit it soon.
With pleasure.
Oh, I can get
With
it. Great.
pleasure.
And
Understood.
Nature's really needing to recover some magical power. Yeah, he's going to be running a long time. We might catch him up later.
Creepoo!
Okay, we're just fighting one now. The other two will be dispersed around town. We don't need to run. We'll walk after them, because that way we get to recover a few more spell points. And I believe this building here, or that one there, is the one we'll want to visit later.
I'm on it.
So running consumes more energy, and oh good, he's coming back after all. Hasn't learned from the fate of his friends. Yep, that one's still running. I'm not sure if he's still scared or just thought better of it. This one, bit of a slow learner. Okay. We'll just shoot him then. Alright. Let's, yeah.
Understood.
With pleasure.
Go for it. This seems pretty wasteful. We may encounter the other one soon though, so we're just boosting up ahead of that. Oh, excellent. He's clearly realised that throwing daggers isn't the most effective way of dealing with us. Yep, he's gone. There we go, excellent. Well, he's back.
Toward them.
Let's go for some cold damage this time, why not?
With pleasure.
Understood.
There we go. It's also worth noting these assorted Higardi thieves do look rather similar to Miles in terms of their attire and general appearance. Clearly some kind of local fashion trend he is
With pleasure.
just following, or maybe setting. Maybe that's just what thieves look like in this world, so the authorities can easily identify them. Now then, let's get out here on the docks, just in case there's anything worth finding. We don't want to fall in the water, because I'm not sure there's a way out of it. Or even if we're allowed to at all. There's a nice lighthouse there, though.
Look there.
Why? What is it? Oh! A ship's porthole. This is another gadgetier item. I'm not sure what it can make. but I'd like to try and make all the gadgets if I can. Now, just like the jack-in-the-box and the lightning rod, every gadget that a gadgeteer can make basically casts a spell at the cost of some stamina instead of spell points. It's a good resource to have in an emergency, or just for a spell our spellcasters aren't particularly good at casting or don't want to cast at the time. Let's continue our exploration around town. Look, there might be something in here, says Miles. You know, it's terribly unfortunate. These people just left all these things in town, and we wouldn't want these things to go unattended now, would we? We're not really taking them, we're just looking after them until people get back. You know, it's the kind of thing he'd say, isn't it? Oh, it blatantly is. Okay, so the temple's just over... Whoa!
What is that beast?
Well...
They were ready for battle.
Yeah, look, that's a whole bunch of minis. We're not even going to try to scare them, but what we are going to do is drop this right around. They're going to be advancing, so...
With pleasure.
Oh, wait, magic nectar. It'll get them back loads of magic points, and we're going to need it. Might as well also throw in a big bless there.
I'm on it.
And you ladies should be casting a spell too. Okay, let's go with a mind stab. Why not? Just keep practicing. 6 of them too. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Actually, we might want to copy the Great Detective backs to wall. And yes, it's literally backs to wall, but yeah, backs to wall. I only heard like one episode on the radio when I was like a young kid, and it was pretty rubbish. There was like down at a train station or London Underground, villains laughing, and this woman going, "Oh no, I can't have this! I'm going bananas." Okay. Let's just throw Marunda on the side there and pull Tim back into the middle.
With pleasure.
That seems good for this round. And we'll put that new back in Brett. Fucking hell. And that's why we need a higher throwing and sling skill for many of our characters. Because things can backfire.
The hero was wounded.
He was indeed. Have you got a healing potion? No, you haven't. Right, you got a
With
lightning
pleasure.
rod. Excellent.
With pleasure.
Right. Ow. Obviously, all around pain and hardship.
With pleasure.
Now, what we don't want is ones like
With
this
pleasure.
one coming all the way around the back here. Like to go moderate
Taken
here.
care
That
of.
will do. Yes. Got his attention. That may be a bad thing.
I'm
Oh,
really
vi.
torn up here, guys.
Oh hell. Okay. New plan. Swap you two. No. She's got it worse. There we go. He didn't make it to the back. That's excellent. What do you do? You just drank a potion to get a load of magic. Hey! I'll take it. Right, so. Damage, spells!
Understood. Understood.
Right. You don't have a suitable item. So, here's what we're going to do. Stamina spell
With
for Tim.
pleasure.
I'm on
Potion of light heal, best we got at the moment. You can protect.
I'm on it.
We can even try a low-level healing spell, just in case
Right
it
then.
works. Oh, that's bad news. That's better. Oh, bugger! She's in unconscious mode, which means they can reach the centre. Okay, Marundor, you may be required on the flank. Let's get 2K over there. I said over there.
Right then.
Oh, this is really bad. Okay. You heal her.
Taken care of.
Has anyone got smelling salts? Yes.
Understood.
25. Okay. So we don't want any walking around here. We've got a wall here protecting us. That one, pretty much dealt with. You can absolutely attack it.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
You know what?
With pleasure.
The quicker we kill that one, the quicker we get him out of the fight. So,
With pleasure.
fingers crossed for Vi. Oh, goodness. Oh, bugger. There goes our healing. Why is he still using his bow at this range? Bloody hell. I mean, obviously he's better than me, but... Okay, that's great.
Behind me. I feel like myself again.
It's... Alright, so he can swap to his dagger and fight. She can...
I'm on it.
heal.
I'm on it.
Got ourselves an issue there.
With pleasure.
And,
Understood. Understood.
no, we'll go over here.
Understood.
Tim, lightning rod this one, please.
With pleasure.
It may just help a lot. And we need to be raising her stamina in case she goes down again. Save for her. Oh, not quite enough. Oh, goodness. Okay, look. 2K doesn't have the ability to avoid death the same way the Valkyries do. Excellent job. So... smelling salts
Understood.
here. And... stamina here.
With pleasure.
Okay. Equip. Change equipment.
With pleasure.
Excellent. Fingers crossed we all make it through the round. Yikes. Whoa! She didn't wake up. Yeah. Okay. Change formation. Pull her back to here. Along with the other wound.
Taken care of.
Oh, excellent knockout. You plan. Drag her to the side there.
Taken care of.
Okay, Tim, we need you to get these potions. And to drink one of them.
With pleasure.
You know what? Yeah, absolutely do that healing.
Taken care of.
Defend for the stamina.
Understood. Understood.
Get him while he's out. We need more
With
stamina points.
pleasure.
There we go. In fact, the group as a whole needs more. Marundor may need to slow down to ordinary attacks. Why is that a target? Him. Miles. Oh god! You know it's bad when we can't fight towards him in need of healing.
I'm on it.
Right.
I'm on it.
Okay, what can we do to help? We can do lots of damage.
Understood. Right then.
Miles.
Taken care of.
If we want
Taken
stamina,
care of.
that will do. Can't heal yet. Unless we can. We can!
I'm
Then
on
do
it.
so. And stamina is necessary
With pleasure.
to keep him on his feet.
With pleasure.
Oh, no.
With pleasure.
Oof. It's that new armor keeping him safe. Excellent. Double excellent. Oh, picked the wrong new target. Okay. So what we're going to do now is try some more healing.
Taken care of.
I'm on it.
And stamina for everyone.
With pleasure.
Right then.
Is this all good? Yeah, why have we still got people targeting from here? It's him
Taken care of.
and Nage. Interesting. Right.
Understood. Understood.
Uh-oh. Excellent, bloody hell. Okay. 14, 14. And then we'll pop you here for a bit.
Taken care of.
Bloody hell. Seriously. Goodness for that. Right. Okay, let's get her. No. No, no, no. Okay,
Taken
defend.
care of.
Drink. Potion of light heal. No, go straight to the
I'm
mother.
on it.
Right. Whipping rocks. Should have probably pulled this out earlier, but hey.
Understood.
We do need those stamina spells. Vi's not in the front line.
With pleasure. With pleasure.
Everyone's going for this one. We'll take it. Oh. Excellent. Come on, we can take it. Okay. And Marundor comes back to the front.
Taken care
on
of.
it.
He really comes back to the front. Now, we'll cast some healing.
Taken care of.
We'll even try a little more healing, just in case it works. Orange now, great. Let's do it on someone with health,
Right then.
who won't get killed if it's backfiring. And we can do a real healing spell, so we should do that right now. She's currently in front,
With
and they
pleasure.
get attacked before she moves. Oh, nature should have given you a spell. Oof. Oh, she's not in front of me. Great. Okay,
With pleasure.
let's go for some frost damage.
Understood.
And, well, no, don't want that backfiring at all. Okay. We need more practice with this. Okay, it might just
Right
help
then.
us. Back to attacking. Excellent. I think we got this fight relatively under control. Right, you can attack
Taken
the lady,
care of.
and we need more stamina all around the party. He looks
With
frozen.
pleasure.
Looks like one of the lowest. Proportionally,
Understood.
to level 3, that ought to do it. We gotta be earning ourselves another level soon. Possibly not from this one, though.
I think
Oh,
you'd
hey.
best be treating me with a little more respect.
That sounds like a great idea. Now, after a beating like that, we should probably head back to Helly's Bar, which is great because it's one of the places Vi wanted to go.
You bellowed?
No healing here.
I hear you.
Oh, hey, there's healing. 10 is the lowest in the party.
Ready and willing.
And that's all the healing we're going to get for now. Also, Miles got a level. Let's enjoy that. And Vitalia can
Yes?
meet an old friend of hers, who has an Australian accent, the only one in the game that I'm aware of.
Wow, I don't believe my eyes. Vi Domina! My goodness.
Helly, I could hardly wait to see you. It has been a long time.
Long? I should say so. You said you were leaving for a week. What's it been?
7 years, Helly. 7 long years.
What the hell happened, Vi? I mean, there's a lot of difference between 7 days and 7 years.
It's a long story. I've been from one end of the universe to the other. I got a bit more than I bargained for.
Did it have to do with, you know...
Him? The Dark Savant? Yeah, it did. I made some foolish choices when I was young, Helly. I never should have left Dominus with him in the first place, but I can't take it back.
He's here, Vi. Here on Dominus. At least that's the word I'm getting in here. Did you know that?
It's why we came back. Hell, I wasn't here 2 days before his troopers already had me. These guys came to my rescue. I can tell you all about it when things settle down. But first, let's get some drinks for me and my friends.
On the house, Vi.
Nice. Got some ale and experience points.
This'll hit the spot. Thanks, Helly.
Sure thing.
Okay, so the drink wasn't much. Let's ask her about Vi.
Yes, I know her well.
That's all you're going to tell us? Okay.
I'll see you when you get back.
It was a
Alright.
pleasure.
Well, Miles got a level out of that, so let's enjoy that. You know, that's just really good. 3 more levels, he'll have maxed out dexterity. That'll be amazing. Let's get him a bit of speed as well. He's clearly a bit of a speed freak. Get him a point of strength and a point of vitality. Actually, we'll skip a point of vitality and put it in intelligence. Because he might not be the smartest, but maybe he's learning a little bit. Although he's still, you know, prone to doing bad stuff. Let's get 1 more point in here. 1 point in there, because we'll probably get him some kind of bladed weapon eventually. Another point in throwing and sling, actually, so he can make good use of some kind of cherry bombs, but Tim should absolutely not be throwing. Right. Let's see if we can make it over to the temple to see Lord Braffett without dying. Although, I'm absolutely gonna... No! Escape is, you know, get back to main menu. Let's just save this right here. And continue. Because I would like us to recover naturally rather than resting, because it gets us back points. Now there's two parts to the temple here. One is safe
We
and
have
the other is
company.
dangerous. I think this is... Yes, this is the safe one. The underground one is more risky. Let's see what people have to say. Okay, we can try another healing spell. Let's get some practice in. So 14s are seriously low. There we go.
It's been quite some time since anyone visited the temple. I suppose I should have expected you sooner or later, though. News of your arrival has traveled fast. Vitalia Domina, it is you I am the most surprised to see. It has been a very long time.
Oh, it's good to see you, Lord Braffett. You have no idea how happy I am to be home at last.
I am certain you are, girl. You risked your life going with him, you know. Leaving the safe confines of Dominus, traveling through space with a madman. And your eye. What happened to your eye?
He took it. I don't know why. I tried to fight, but I mean, I'm no match for him. Look, I was young and foolish. I only thought I was adventurous.
He's here. Here on Dominus, you know.
Believe me, I know. His henchmen nabbed me before I even made it past the city walls. They locked me up. If it hadn't been for these guys, who knows what he might have done with me? I wish I knew what he wanted with me in the first place. I figured once I got home, I was free of him.
None of us are, Vitalia. He has built a tower here and claims it contains enough explosives to destroy all of Arnica. I suggest you be careful. It seems he needs you for some reason.
Trust me, he'll never take me for granted, or for anything else, again.
And you fellows? You have the thanks of all Arnica for bringing her safely here. And you too should stay clear of the Savant.
Now this is a significantly larger reward than going to visit Helly's, but it's not because we've seen Braffett. We just literally get a larger reward to whichever one we go to secondly. Let's ask about the tower. Let's put it here.
Certainly you have seen it. Everyone has. I cannot explain how it came to be. One night, there was a violent eruption. I heard rocks raining down on the roof of the temple. When I finally dared look out, there it was. I have said many prayers since that time.
Now I'd like to ask Lord Braffett about the monastery before I forget. The Higardi Monastery. Where is it? There it is.
It is just outside of town. Before the Savant arrived, it was a most peaceful place to be. Now, well, it's abandoned. And Zelm has taken all the brothers with him in search of the Destinae Dominus.
Now, there's something I want to ask him about that I can't remember. So I'm going to leave the conversation
I
for a
hope
moment.
to see you again.
A
And
most stimulating exchange of ideas.
interesting.
See ya, friend.
We should ask him about the weapons in the monastery and the locked door, but I can't remember how we get that information. Additionally, it seems my services are required, so I'm going to actually have to cut this episode a bit short and end just here. So I'm going to leave this one here, actually. I hope you've all enjoyed this episode, and I will look forward to seeing you all in the very next one. I'm going to say goodbye for now, though, and see you all soon.